How do you improve your memory right now? How do you do it? How do you fix your forgetfulness? I believe two of the most costly words are I forgot. I forgot to do it. I forgot to bring it. I forgot that meeting. I forgot that conversation. I forgot what to say. I forgot that person's name. Every single time you say those words to yourself, time is lost, opportunity is lost, money could be lost. So how do you fix it? Welcome back to day 2 of your Superbrain mini quest. I am your Superbrain coach, Jim Quick. Let's get to it. Yesterday we covered the 4 keys to learning any subject or skill faster. But here's the thing, there is no learning without remembering. Socrates said that. So how do you boost your memory? If you feel like senior moments are coming a little bit early, you feel absent-minded, like you misplace things all the time. Maybe you do this, or maybe somebody you know, you misplace your car keys or something larger like your car, or you misplace your cell phone. You find yourself calling your own cell phone, hoping you kept it on, your wallet, your purse. You're taking a shower, you can't remember if you shampooed your hair. You end up doing it twice, right? You forget names. Why does that happen? If you have this super brain inside of you, how come we are so forgetful? This is what we're going to talk about here. I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you're forgetful and 3 things you could do to have a super memory. So you can activate your super brain, if you will, so you can have better focus and retain the information that you want to retain. So I want you to remember this. If you want a better memory, remember MOM. M-O-M. Remember MOM. That's it. Let's say you have trouble remembering someone's name, but there's a suitcase here of $1 million cash for you or your favorite charity if you just remember the name of the next person you meet. Are you going to remember that person's name? Of course you are, right? Now, why are you a memory expert all of a sudden? What skills, what strategies did you use? And you're like, Jim, I didn't use anything. It's just I wanted to, and that's the truth. The truth is, the art of memory really is the art of motivation, wanting to learn something. So the M in MOM stands for motivation. What is your motive for action? I always say that there's a success formula. I call it H cubed. It goes from your head to your heart to your hands. If you've ever visualized something, you set a goal inside your mind, you have these dreams inside your head, but you're not acting with your hands. Usually what's missing is the second H, which is the heart. What does the heart symbolize? Emotion, the energy of motion. I always say that ask yourself, when you want to learn something faster, you want to remember something, ask yourself, why do I want to remember this? Like, why do I want to remember this person's name? Maybe it's to show the person some respect. Maybe it's to create a new relationship, make a new friend. Maybe it's to practice these skills I learned from my super brain coach, Jim Quick. Because here's the thing, if you can't come up with one reason, what's going to happen? You're not going to remember that person's name. Now, why? Because reasons reap results. Reasons reap results. And so you got to come up with those reasons. One of my favorite books in business is Start With Why by Simon Sinek, always starting with the reasons why. So come up with reasons why you want to remember something. Now, the O in MOM stands for what? Do this. Take your right hand and just shake it out. Shake out your right hand. You could do this. You have to remember, active, being active here. Shake out your right hand, make a fist. Now put it to your chin. Now, where's your chin? Your chin is here, right? The O in MOM stands for observation, observation. A lot of people blame their memory issues with their retention, but it's not your retention, it's your attention. Let me give you an example. A few years ago, I was at a charity dinner, and I sat at my table, and there's about 2,000 people in this ballroom. I sit at my assigned table. When I'm sitting at dinner, the Academy Award winner, Forrest Whitaker, sits right down next to me. And I'm like, wow, this is amazing. And right next to him sits Richard Branson. And then Ashton Kutcher and Ashton's twin brother, which I didn't realize he had a twin brother. And 20 minutes into dinner, President Bill Clinton sits right next to me. And we're having a conversation. Now, I had met him once before, just once in passing. But here, he actually remembered my name. And I was blown away by that, right? He remembered my name, the conversation that we had last time. And I asked him, I'm the memory guy. How do you do that? What memory tips or strategies are you using? And he looked at me and said, Jim, I don't use any memory technique. And I noticed that when he's talking to me, he has this very powerful presence. Very important people at the table, more important than myself, but he's not looking at any of them. He's just looking right at me. And are you guilty of this sometimes? Maybe you're at an event, a conference, or maybe at a wedding, and you see somebody looking over their shoulder, or they're looking around the room, seeing who is important. But this gentleman was looking right at me. And he has this incredibly powerful presence, this incredible memory. And I find that his incredible memory and his powerful presence comes from being powerfully present. Let me say that again, that I believe that President Bill Clinton's incredible memory and his powerful presence with people comes from being powerfully present. And who could do that? We all could do that, right? So the next time you're going to learn something, let's say it's somebody's name, I want you to just be there. Because most people, they're looking around getting distracted. Or if they're not distracting themselves outside, they're distracting themselves inside, right? Because most people aren't listening. What they're doing is they're waiting for their turn to speak. They're thinking about how they're going to reply. And if there's two conversations going on, you and a stranger and you with yourself, which one are you more likely to listen to? Of course, you're just going to listen to yourself. So most people aren't really forgetting someone's name. They're just not hearing it in the first place. Even if you write the word listen down right now, or just imagine it inside your mind. And I want you to scramble the letters. Scramble the letters, play around with it. What other word does it spell perfectly? It spells the word silent. Silent. So just be present with people and also just be silent. And you can remember their name. It's only one or two words. And finally, the last M in MOM stands for mechanics. And I don't mean the person that fixes your car. I mean, these are the tools, the techniques, the strategies, the step-by-step on how to learn a language, how to remember someone's name, how to give a speech and memorize a speech without using notes, for example. All the things that we cover in our Super Brain Quest. But the reason I put it last is just first remember, why do you want to learn something? That's motivation. And remember to observe, to really pay attention, because the art of memory is the art of attention. When you're thinking about motivation and observation, it's just really training you to be a better human being. Motivation is you can't show somebody you're going to care for their business, their future, their finances, their health, if you don't just remember their name. So be motivated just to care. So it's training you just to care about somebody. And the O is just training you to be observant or more present. So just care about people, just be more present with people, and the mechanics could take care of themselves. Now, tomorrow though, we are going to give you my 7-step formula for remembering names and faces. To be able to walk into a room of strangers, meet 30 of them, and say goodbye to every single one of them by name. And you're not going to want to miss this, because if you miss this, you're going to miss a lot. My name is Jim Quick, your Super Brain Coach. I'll see you in tomorrow's lesson.